So you wouldn't actually show everybody all these incentives when they first join the business. Okay? We're doing this today to show you everything because obviously it's a training session and you're people looking to build your FM businesses, so we're showing them all at once. But this will be too much information to show someone who's just joined. So the UK company website, I'm sure you're aware of, fmcosmetics.co.uk, where you can go to. Please make sure you read all the terms and conditions on these incentives very, very carefully. Yeah. Very, very. Yeah, is that right? Can you hear me in the back? So make sure you, because some of the terms are quite complicated on some of these, as I'm sure you'll see when you read through all these. And these are designed for UK distributors. So if you've got members of your team where they're all in from an office other than the UK, then these incentives will apply to them on there. So just be aware of that. So the first one we've got, or first two we've got, are the ones that are designed. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay. It's all meant to come off at the same time. Designed for preferred customers and new members. So the first one we've got is called Upgrade Your Status. And this one is designed for people who are already preferred customers in your business. And the preferred customers are people where they've joined the business but they've not purchased a starter kit. So if you've got people in your business who are preferred customers as of the 1st of January this year, you can actually offer them this incentive as a way of encouraging them to upgrade to become distributors. And obviously we all want them to become distributors because once they're distributors, they also, apart from getting their starter kit, which helps a lot with selling the products, they also can then introduce other people to the business, which obviously helps to grow all of our teams. So for those people upgrading from being preferred customers to distributors, they can actually get a pack of 6 fragrances, which are the pictures within the incentive booklet on the upgrade status. It's worth £71, they can get that for £35 on there. So it's half the price they would normally be getting on that, yeah? The second one is for people where they're actually new to FM, whether they're distributors or preferred customers. And when they join the business, the day they join is counted as the start of that incentive, and it's 1 month. So it's not normal, whereas normally most of our incentives are based around what you do in January, what you do in February, etc. This one is based around the day they join. Yeah. So if they join now, which is the 12th of January, I have to quickly think in my head there. If they join the 12th of January, they would have until the 12th of February to do the first part of this incentive. Yeah. So make sure you keep careful track of this for the people who sign out. So if they do 300 UK points during that first month they're in the business, then they can actually choose one of the classic collections for just £4.99. If they complete that successfully, in their second month, they can then choose a set of makeup products, which is worth £24 for just £8. If they do 700 points in their third month, and they must do each of these in order to qualify for the further ones, then they can actually get a complete starter kit, which is actually worth £50. They can actually get that for just £30 on there. So these are very good for encouraging the people you're signing to the business to get started quickly and start building their points up, to start developing their customer base on there. Out of all the incentives that we're going to be talking about today, I personally think that's the best one we've got for getting the business moving, because it's very important when people first join that they take action straight away. Because if they join and do nothing, then it's very hard to get them going afterwards. Yeah, I'm sure you've all experienced that within our team. So this is a brilliant incentive. Along with a lot of the incentives, one rule on this is within 30 days of joining the business, they must send, if they've joined online, they must send in the hard copy of their application form with the signature on it into head office. If they don't do that, then they don't qualify under this incentive and a good number of the other incentives as well. So when you're introducing people to the business that are joining online, which obviously an awful lot of people do now, is make sure you're also getting them to fill out the form and the signature on that. Yeah, that's a legal requirement. One thing to bear in mind for the preferred customers, that were preferred customers before the 1st of January, is they've actually got a choice of whether they do the upgrade of status or the welcome to FM incentives. They can't do both. Yeah, so they can aim towards one. Once they've claimed that, they can't then claim the other one as well. We've also got incentives which are for all of us. So however long we've been in the business. These are based on your personal retail. So Points Mania is a very similar incentive to the incentive that we've all had the the last few years, those of us who have been in business for a while. And basically, if you do 300 personal points from the UK office for 3 months in a row, you can choose one of the classic bottles free of charge. If you carry on and do it for 6 months in a row, you can then choose one of the luxury bottles free of charge. The £16.99 luxury bottle free of charge. If you carry on for 9 months in a row doing 300 personal points from the UK office, you can choose one of the extravagance range, like the 313 or 297 free of charge. And if you carry on for 12 months in a row, you can actually get one of the complete starter kits, or any kit now. This is actually a variation on last year. It doesn't have to be the complete kit if you wanted one of the upper kits. Instead, I don't know why you would. Complete starter kit, so if you want a mini kit instead of the complete kit, you can actually choose that. we might test your head afterwards. No, so any of the kits you can get after 12 months. For those of us where we've already taken part in the point system we had last year on this, if you've already qualified for some of the rewards, you can continue to build towards whatever reward you're due for next on there. So the incentive is effectively rolled on from last year, but just under a different name. We've also got points for the size of the orders that you actually put in. And these start from 319 points. If you do 319 points, you can actually get a reduced delivery cost. Go up to 580 points, you actually get free delivery and the 5 free samples. That stayed the same as it was from last year. But now, when you go over 700 points, in addition to that, you'll also get 2 foundation samples and one of the specialist booklets put in there. Yeah? This training will actually be going on the company website very shortly. Anita's actually going to use this, and she's going to jazz it up a bit with some pictures and that on there. It's then going to be going on the company website, so anything written, you don't need to take too detailed notes on this bit. So 700 points will give you the 2 foundations and 3 special booklet. 1,000 points will give you the 2 body lotion samples and 10 small makeup bags. Well, it's on top of everything else that we've already got on that. 1,200 points, we add in 5 more free samples and 10 paper sample holders, the ones where they just hold 1 fragrance sample within the cardboard. Yeah. Up to 1,500 points. In addition to everything else, you also get a 15ml perfume of your choice. 2,000 points, you get 5 more free samples. You can also choose a classic fragrance of your choice. And if the order's above 2,500 points, in addition to everything else, you get 5 free samples, 10 more of the makeup, paper holders, 2 of the skincare samples, and also a luxury fragrance. And finally, above 2,800 points, you can actually choose £30 worth of the sales aids gifts and perfume gifts of your choice.
Is that as well as?
No, this is on its own, yeah. So it's just a free delivery and £30 worth of items on there. Yeah. And the important thing on this is it's on 1 invoice. Yeah. So if you're putting the orders in, you need to make sure that if you're aiming for any of these, that all your orders are put in together on 1 invoice. You're not ordering one day. If particularly those going to the shop, well, I know often a lot of people tend to sort of split the orders up when they go into the shop and get something one day. You may want to think about this when you're doing that. Next up, yeah. We have the chance for people as they're moving up through the marketing plan to earn extra one-off bonuses. And on these, the first of these is what we want extra cash. Now this one again is one that's been rolled over from last year. So a lot of you will already be familiar with this. But basically, it's as you move up through each of the percentage levels under the Magnolia plan, you can get a one-off cash bonus. So for example on there, it's got where it shows on there if you're moving up from, if you're on 6%, you're moving up to 9%. If you hit that level and you keep it for 2 months in a row, so you keep for 2 consecutive months, so it's 3 months in total, you get a one-off £70 payment. Yeah, in addition to the normal manual and the market plan. Now, if you're on 15%, you get 18%. Hold that for another 2 months, and you then get £250. You can actually do these. You don't have to wait to do one and then another one. If you're on 6% and you went straight up to 12%, you actually qualify for both £70 and £120 at the same time. So you don't. However fast you move up, you can claim these bits on there. Just a couple of things to bear in mind on that is that the same as last year, if your main leg of your business is more than 60% of the points volume, then you don't qualify for the one-off bonuses as you move through. Have you all noticed on the company website now, it's on your tree, it actually shows you the percentage levels now, which is excellent, because it makes it a lot easier for us all on that. And also, of your group volume on there, 80% of your volume must be coming from the incentives are funded from the UK office, and they're from yourself. But even as you're moving through this, as you're moving up the Magnolia level, if you do miss out on these because you've got more than 60% from one leg, don't worry about it. These are just extra one-off bonuses. You know, you're still earning from the normal marketing plan. And I know myself, when I was building up through the system, if this incentive had been in place then, I would have actually missed out on every single one of these. Because as I built up to 21, the main leg was more than 60% every time.
Can I just ask you a personal point?
Yes.
What percentage of the leg do they count?
They count towards the extra bit. So they don't count towards the main leg.
Right.
And then we've also, yeah, you know, if you hit, for example, 6%, and then the following month you went down to 3, yeah, then you've missed out on that qualification. You can't then do 2 months at 6 after that. Yeah, so you have to hit the level and then maintain it for 2 months afterwards in order to earn an incentive. We've also got what we call the quick start. This is designed to actually, the amount of money on this is absolutely staggering. The speed at which you build a business is also staggering, so it goes with it. But you've got a chance to actually earn £13,000 worth of rewards on this program. This is designed for people where they've not actually reached the 3% level ever within FM. So they're either new members or they've not reached 3% before. So I'm guessing for the majority of people in this room, that's not the case. But it's going to be the case for those that we're introducing to business, and it may well be the case for a number of people within our teams. Yeah? So this is an incentive that you can use to help to motivate those people to move quickly through the plan. And particularly, I would say this is very useful if you're speaking to people where they've been involved in other companies before, or they're coming across from another company to it, and we get a lot of people doing that, then this is a great incentive to tell them about. Because the chances are they will come across and they will probably bring other people with them to build their business quickly on there. So I'll just run through this very quickly on this. Stage 1, if they hit 15% within their first 3 months. Yeah.
I'm very sorry. What's the previous one? What about additional number for the previous one?
The
new additional number.
Yeah.
Can the new additional number benefit from the previous one?
From the previous one.
Additional number.
Additional IDs.
I don't think it came from the previous one. I think it came from this one. I'll check on that. I'll check. I have got it written. I've got the incentives printed off over there, so I'll check in a moment. I'll check afterwards on that. When I come up for the next presentation, I'll bring the answer for you. So you move through stage 1, 3 months, you've got from 0 up to 15%. The rewards on that, depending on what level you've reached, whether it's 15, 18, 21, etc., you get £440 up to £10,000 if you went diamond within 3 months of joining the business. Moving up to the stage 2, you have to complete somewhere on stage 1 in order to get stage 2. There's a minimum of 21% within 4 months, and the rewards there, you've got up to possibility for up to £7,000. Stage 3, hit AMRAP within the first 5 months, you get rewards up to £6,000. Stage 4, hit Golden Award within 6 months, you get up to £5,000 within the business on there. Stage 5, you diamond within 7 months, you get up to £4,000 reward on there. These incentives may, the actual qualification periods may seem, very difficult for people to achieve, but there are people in this room who have actually got up very quickly to the level of Marilyn. How long did it take you to get a Pell?
3 months.
3 months. Marilyn and David got to Pell Orchid. So, and the target on this is just 15% of people do that. So very, you will get, you'll be very, lucky to the likes of David and Marilyn will join your business and will absolutely just fly. Yeah. So you just want to go out and sponsor loads of Marilyns, okay? And again on this, 60% of the business can only come from one leg. There is also on this one, the person who's doing the qualification must do at least 100 personal points.
What is the relevance of the 440 to 10,000?
Right, 440 is if you hit 15% within the 3 months. Yeah. 10,000 is if you hit diamond within those 3 months.
Right,
yeah. And in between that, there's different levels of payment. Yeah. And it's all detailed in the incentive booklet on there.
Sorry, and is that's when they're deciding, it's going in those first 3 months
Yeah.
of deciding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, within each of these levels, like 15% is the minimum to hit, yeah, but you get a reward if you hit Pell Orchid within that. You get more money for hitting Pell than you would if you hit 15. Yeah. So the minimum to hit is 15, but you get more if you hit higher So it shows the sort of money that people can get from this one. We've now got two what I call declaration incentives. With each of these, it's a case of a leader choosing people that they've personally introduced to the business. And it does have to be people you've personally introduced. The booklet online doesn't say that, but it needs an alternate to correct that. It's people you personally introduced to the business who you think will get to a certain level. There's two options on these within a 3-month period from when you declare. So the way it works is, on the declare your success, you yourself must be a leader in the Magnolia program at 12 to 21% level. Yeah. Not Orchid, but 12 to 21% level. Yeah. And if you're not at that level yet, you can actually then start to take part in this program when you hit that level. On there. Yeah. The month we're using as the month to indicate the level you're at already is November. Okay, so the level you're at in November is the base month. So if you're 12 to 21% in November, you can already take part in this incentive. And the last month to declare you want to take part in is September. And the way it works is online you'll find there's a declaration form on the downloads. You fill that declaration form in with your details and the details of the person you personally sponsored that you believe will get to that get to 12% level within 3 months. Yeah? If they achieve that level, and it must be someone who's never hit 3% before, so it could be someone who's just joined or someone who's never hit 3%. If they get to 12% within 3 months, they get a £100 extra bonus, and so do you. And you can declare up to 3 people that you personally introduced under this incentive on there. The 60% rule applies for their leg, not for yours on there, so they can't have more than 60% coming from one of their legs to get them up to the number of points. And also on this one, and also the broaden your horizon one I mentioned in a minute, you and them must both do individually 150 points from the UK office in each of the months from when you fill that form out to collecting your reward. If either of you miss that during those months, then you don't get the reward. Okay, so please bear that very important. That's very important. There's a similar one for the Orchid levels, and again base month November. So if you're Orchid in November, or you reach Orchid up to September this year, you can take part in this programme. And for this one, it's a similar thing. It's someone who hasn't reached 3% before, and you're declaring they will get from 0 to 15% within 3 months. And if they do that, then you get £300 bonus, and so do they. On this, yeah. So you get up to £900 in total from this one as Orchid. Same rule applies to 60% and the 150 points, personal points, for both of you. We've also got 2 car incentives within the UK. We've got the Peugeot 107 programme, now named Become a Mobile Leader. This one rolls over again from last year. To get the Peugeot car, you need to reach 21% level and have 40,000 points from the UK office and maintain that for 2 months in a row. Can I just ask who's actually qualified in the room? Can you stand up if you're actually qualified for the Peugeot car? Yeah? On the Peugeot programme, this is a slight change from the last year's one. You need to, so this is for new qualifiers on the Peugeot programme, you need to do 100 personal points every month to, when you hit the level to get the Peugeot, and also to keep the Peugeot ongoing. You also, 60% rule from one leg again applies in the same way on this. In order to get that 40,000 UK points, if you've got a 21% leg under you, only 15,000 of their points count towards it. Yeah? So 15,000 out of 21% leg, you'd need 25,000 elsewhere in order to qualify for the Peugeot. Yeah? The reason why that's done is obviously because that 21% leg themselves are also qualified under the Peugeot programme. So it means that obviously the office can't pay twice on the same volume. It works the same way as previously, is the fact it's a 3-year lease. You do the lease with Peugeot. The company then each month, as long as you've done the qualification, as long as you've done those 40,000 points, the company will then refund you the cost of that monthly payment on the lease. If during the 3 years that the lease is for, you do the qualification at 18 months out of those 3 years, you get to keep the Peugeot at the end as well on there. So very, very, very good incentive for Peugeot on there.
Sorry, I must have lost question. If you do, say if you qualify for that, but you got a car, would they just pay you money?
No, there's no cash alternative on lease. Yeah,
You've got to have the lease.
yeah. On the we've had up till the last few years we've had worldwide the Mercedes car program. Worldwide Mercedes car program is going. In fact, it's good actually. As of 31st of December, and each country is now doing things individually on the Mercedes program or whatever they decide to do on their incentives. One of the reasons it's good is because some of the new countries we're moving into, it's quite hard to get hold of Mercedes in those countries on the same sort of terms as we've got at the moment. So it became impossible really to maintain it as a worldwide incentive. So Anita has decided, you'll be pleased to know, to carry it on within the UK. So it's now become a UK incentive which Anita's actually funding on there. Yeah. The rules are very, very, very similar to before on that. But it obviously now is UK points as opposed to worldwide points on the Mercedes program. So for PEL, you need to hit PEL and have 80,000 points in total, UK points, for 3 months in a row to qualify for the A class. You need to have 90,000 points from the UK office in order to qualify for the C. Hit Golden Orchid and 120,000 points from the UK office to qualify for the E for 3 months. And for Diamond level, it's 180,000 UK points for 3 months to qualify for the S class. As you reach each of these, if you don't want that particular car, you want to wait for the next one, you can do. If, for example, like myself, when I qualified for PEL, I took the A class, it meant that when I hit AMRAP, I couldn't actually take the C class because I'd already got the A. So it's personal choice on how you want to do that. The A class lease is 4 years. I think that is staying the same. We'll wait for clarification on that, but I think it will still be 4 years. And the other ones are 3-year leases. On there, yeah. And towards those UK points, maximum 30,000 can come from each of your 21% lease. And then, finally, there's rewards for reaching orchid levels for the first time. And on these is, you reach the level and then you must maintain it for the following 2 months, so 3 months in a row. So when you reach PEL level, you must reach and maintain PEL for 2 months after you've hit it originally, 3 months in a row, and at that level you're then getting a laptop. And that's actually changed. The laptop before we had under UK incentive was actually at AMRAP level. So you can actually now get the laptop at PEL level. That's brilliant. On that, when you're doing the qualification for that, you must be doing at least 150 personal points during those 3 months. As you hit AMRAP for the first time, now instead of the laptop, it's actually now a top-class projector you'll get to help you do meetings. Probably not very similar to that one. I'll sit that there. And again, it's 3 months in a row, 150 personal points on that. When you hit gold for the Golden Orchid for the first time, you again maintain it for 3 months and 150 personal points, then you qualify for a luxury holiday in the Maldives. Yeah? And I know there's a few people in this room who are very, very excited about the Maldives incentive on there. And when you hit the Diamond Orchid and maintain it for 2 months after that in a row, so you've done 3 months in a row, you can then get a stunning golden diamond ring. I'm sure you'll see it. Yeah. My sister over there. We'll show you her one.
Less diamonds for men. Why less diamonds for men?
I don't know. I've got official complaint already.
That's discrimination.
Yeah, I complained about that again. I think I'm going to take it to European court or something. The discriminating against us men giving us less money. If the car insurance complain, that's all. So that's the last of the incentives. Well, as I said at the start, make sure you don't bombard the people joining your business with all these incentives. Yeah, it'd be far too much information. I think Maureen was saying earlier during her presentation that often a lot of us do make mistakes. We give people too much information on there. So with these incentives, I would say if really the Welcome to FM one, where they've got the chance to qualify for the 3 different gifts over the first 3 months, He's really the first one to tell them about on there, and then tell them about the extra cash ones, where they're moving up through levels. You can introduce the uppers as they become applicable to them on there. Don't bombard them with everything at once. And that's why on the website you can download each one individually. Yeah. There's also, you'll see announced every 2 months there's going to be an incentive for leaders of some sort on there. We've got one called Deja Vu, which you'll see listed on the company website at the moment, where you get rewards for doubling your volume from December through to January and February. There'll be a different one come March on this, so just keep an eye on the company website on that. Thank you very much.